Cutting It by Carole Tricker. A grand piano on a small stage. The lights come up as a woman enters, dressed in a flowing evening dress.
I was thinking about putting out our missing persons appeal. Well, you know. Have you seen this man? Sparkling eyes, flashing smile, all his own teeth, fingers that have tinkled many an ivory, Liberace without the sequins. But I jest. I'm sure he'll be here soon. He wouldn't want to disappoint the ladies. He is the consummate professional. Never missed a performance in all the years we've been working. Not one. The show must go on, no matter what. I wish I could play the piano.
She taps a few of the piano keys.
Properly, I mean. A singer's lost without an accompanist, isn't that so? Do you like my dress? It's new. I got it in London when I was there recently. Amazing place. Do we have any Londoners in tonight? Ah, good. Welcome. I don't normally get to do the talking. Stick to what I'm best at, the singing. But you have been a great audience so far. Cost a bomb, this. Stylish, I thought. Sexy without being brassy. Colourful, and it gives a bit of room for manoeuvre. Not like the one I was wearing in the first half. Now, that was some dress, wasn't it? Nothing left to the imagination there, eh? The trick is to keep breathing and move only when necessary. I mean, you wouldn't want me bursting out all over. Believe me, you wouldn't. I'll let you into a secret. Underneath that amazing gold sequined number, my husband's favourite dress, by the way, I was encased in Spanx. No, don't get excited, gentlemen. Boots, not Ann Summers. It's like a surgical corset for the body. Holds everything in, takes hours to get on, and then it's all got to go someplace, hasn't it? Think stuffing all your holiday clothes into an overnight bag, and you'll see the problem. Been with me a long time, that dress, but I think it's time. I had my colours done when I was away, and spring, pastels, soft, sensuous, like this. Nothing sensuous about sequin. I suppose I could dye it, get weighed every morning like the dancers do. Oh, it has been suggested, but it all seems a bit late. Can anyone here play the piano? No music, I'm afraid, but any classic would do. Play a song, any song, I'll sing it. No? Nobody? Right. I could have given you a tap dance if it had the right shoes. I used to dance. That's where we first met, on my very first cruise. Bowled me over, he did. Well, I was a looker then. So was he. He still is. One good thing about being off the ship was having a bath. Well, I mean, instead of a shower, I mean. So relaxing. The feel of the warm water, the perfume, the pampering. I've missed that. Our shower here is so small, I get friction burns just trying to turn round. And as for my feet, well, they get done in the sink. Oh, I can still lift a leg, still supple as a 20-year-old me. You don't believe me? See? I think I might need a bit of deep heat tonight. We did have a bigger cabin when we were further up the bill, like the Star Turn, back in the olden days when ships had funnels and wooden lifeboats. But a bath, bliss. It's amazing what you don't know you miss. Till you have it for a while and then you lose it again. If you see what I mean. Are you enjoying the voyage so far? Good. Lovely ship, isn't she? Everything you could ever want, a little world all on its own. Who would ever want to leave? He's not sitting out there, is he? He's such a joker. But then you know that. Many a quip, a bon mot for every occasion, never lost for words.
She walks over to the piano.
He's maybe waiting in the wings.
She plays a few notes.
It's beautiful, isn't it? Sleek. They wanted to change it for an electric one and put us in a small cocktail bar. You can't imagine his reaction. Lose his beloved piano. They backed down. Well, for now anyway. I want to be happy, but I can't be happy. Come out, wherever you are. No. I'll have to own up. You see, a few words were exchanged during the interval. Nothing earth-shattering, just a storm in a teacup, but you know how. That's funny, isn't it? Storm in a teacup, we're all at sea, but it'll blow over. Sorry, not funny, blonde moment, I apologise. I haven't been back on board long. It's taking a while to settle. Dry land. After so much time on board, I found it a strange place, messy, uncontrolled, noisy, and so much of it. A bit like the sea, my sister said. Only you can't walk on the sea, I said, unless you're Jesus, she said. We laughed. We did laugh a lot, despite everything. Then, something sort of clicked. And things changed. I saw things differently. Lots of green, even in the city, and no edges. And it was dirty, but I didn't mind the dirt. I grew to quite like it. It was more real, natural, and little birds. Well, not great gulls, little birds that didn't squawk and die, but they bounced along, tiny, some of them. I fed them in the park when I was early for my appointments. And I always seemed to be early for some reason. It passed the time. And there were children too, playing in the park, older ones going to school. You could hear them all the time. It was like a soundtrack. And there were prams and babies in those sling things. And, well, you don't get many babies on board. You can forget about them. Mind you, some things really annoyed me. Things that you don't get here on board. My sister thought that was a good sign. For example, traffic lights that wait till there isn't a car in sight before letting the man go green. I mean, traffic lights are meant to stop traffic. There were some outside the hospital. In the end, I didn't wait. I just went across, dodging the cars. Well, they slowed and, oh well, if they didn't. Well. And young girls. They annoyed me because they were young. No, not really. It was the ones in Costa. The ones that bought a coffee to go and then without the sign of a blush sat down at the last available table. Either pay the full price or go, I say. I mean, at least that can't happen on board. My sister said I should take my list of dry land negatives back on board with me, pin them up in my cabin. She said it might help me to settle back. She treated me to a day at a really fancy spa after the op. Made this place look like a municipal pool. That's where I had my colours done and my pedicure. I said I would pass on the back massage, as if I tried lying on my front minus a bra, I'd just keep tipping over like a wobbly table. I'd have to put a wedge under one side. So I plumped for a facial instead. It made me feel good. Human again. Then Then I found out they did tattoos next door, so I went back when it was all finished and I got the tattoo they gave me at the hospital. Well, they called it a tattoo, but it wasn't really. When the doctor said I had to have one, I imagined them handing me a book of designs to choose from. I quite fancied a Celtic knot. But no. It turned out it was just like what some people did at school. They just scratched the skin with a needle and then they dropped in a drop of ink. It was just a dot, nothing else. In case it comes back, I suppose, and they have to do it all again. So, I got their boring black dot embellished. It's now a bluebird. I think it looks better. The bluebird, I mean. It's pretty. And the dot's still there, waiting. You just have to know where to look. I tried to show it to him, but he wouldn't look. He doesn't like to look at me. It's a lovely bird, I said, a bluebird of happiness. I said, that's what we need.
She walks over to the piano.
In the end, I was longer at my sister's than planned. Things were worse than they thought. She had one of those electric pianos. It does everything apart from making the tea, so I pottered. Came up with a few songs. Thought they'd spice the act up a bit, stop it becoming stale, but no. The Red Hot Blues combo sings songs to bring back memories and warm the soul, and mine didn't fit the image, so no go. Neither does this dress, apparently, fit the image. Well, I like it. I cut the gold one up. Thought he was going to stab me with the scissors. Oh, it all got a bit physical, and I haven't been able to say that for a while. And then I laughed. I laughed at him. His face was all red and his eyes popping. He'd lost it. And then that click happened again. That shift. Tell you what, I'm going to stop talking and sing you one of my songs, if I can remember it. I hope you realise that what I'm about to do is a sacking offence, so hang on to your dry martinis. Here we go.
And she plays a very simple accompaniment to the following song.
This is for the ladies. Now, girls, excuse the diminutive. Just pretend that the boys are elsewhere. I want you to feel uninhibited as my chest I am going to bear. And metaphorically speaking, don't get excited, chaps. I'm sure you're all quite intelligent, at least when the alcohol clears. So here is a wicked divertisement. Now that's French. Don't worry about it. Or I might have just made it up. To shake up your long-held ideas. I don't want to be a beauty anymore. No, really and truly I don't. When you're older it's not so much fun. No, really and truly it's not. It takes so much time to get ready. The night's over before it's begun, because you have to wax bits, pluck bits, tan bits, lift bits, moisturise, tone bits, cantilever big tits. Oh shit, let's stay at home. Your hair, you have to style it, bleach it, dye it, streak it, cover up the thin bits, hide away the split bits. Oh shit, let's stay at home. But I don't need to be a beauty anymore. No, really and truly I don't. When you're older you need to have fun. Really and truly you do. If you take too much time to get ready, the night's over before it's begun. So I shall go as I am, as I like, as I want.
and those who don't like it can go run and jump.